So I think what I need to do here is do 7 minus minus 1 over k minus 2
Mm-hmm.
equals uh, minus 5 over 12,
Yeah.
and then put that into my calculator.
Yeah.
So k, and then I got that k is equals to minus 22.
Minus 22. Okay. And yeah, you can put it into the gradient one. You could always put it into y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Easy. Oh.
Oh, I did rather than a.
So you did.
And so for a, do I just need to now do sub in 1 and 11 and minus 5 over 12, and then I'll get the equation of the line?
Uh, yeah. I think I just accidentally did it there. I did A, did I? Is that what?
Prob
I think that's what.
Yeah.
I think that's what you said. And maybe just for the sake of it, just move that over to the other side, and then you would just expand the brackets. Um. Hang on. Let me just make sure that I'm not. Yeah. We had 1 and 2. Grand. Okay. Let's see this one. Find an equation of the line through A and B. Is this worth doing?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay. How would we go about B? You might have to use A for B.
So I solve A first to do B.
You might have to.
Oh, so it says they intersect at the point C. So it says that L1 goes through 2, 2, L2 goes through 4, 8. Will it just be the midpoint of those two?
What is answer for A?
That would be so L1 would be y equals to 7th x plus 12 over 7.
Oops. Okay.
And so should I do L2 as well?
Yeah. You did that one a bit too well.
And then for L2, I got y equals to minus x plus 16.
And how would you do B?
Do I need to make those two equations equals to each other?
Yes. And would your answer be full marks?
I need to get both x's and y's.
Yeah, I think you're good for that.
Yeah.
Okay, grand. Let's see. Find an equation. Is this worth doing?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not is correct. Let's see. And the form. Definitely not. What is this? Okay, it's got your surds. Where does it? What do you know about it meets the x-axis? Oh, no. How do you show that that a line goes through a point?
By subbing in the coordinates of that point.
Yeah, and the way I would do it is if you have something like y equals, I would sub in the x coordinate only and show that it gives you the y coordinate.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. What do you know about perpendicular gradient?
It's minus 1 over whatever the initial gradient was.
Yep. What do you know about a point on the y-axis?
Does that mean that the x-axis is that the x coordinate is 0?
Yeah, that's all right. The line M. I think it'll be fine. The line L1. There's a kind of an interesting thing at the end of this. Find the area of the triangle. Will we try it, or you think you'll be all
right? Maybe try, I guess.
All right.
I know one pass through the points A and B. So I think I need to get the 3 equations of these. I'm pretty of L. Do I need to get? Oh, I need to get the equation. Do I need to first of all get the equations of L1 and L2?
Yep.
And so, if I do 7 minus 2 over 6 minus 0, that will be 3 over 2. And then if I then do like minus 2 equal, I'll just solve to find what the equation is. And then that'll be... And I got the C is minus 2, so L1, I think L1 will be y equals to 3 over 2x minus 2.
X minus 2. Okay.
And then for L2, is the equation just minus x plus 8?
Yeah. Okay.
And so now, shall I put this into my graphical calculator?
Intersect at D. You could. So my type, I have to change back to equals.
Yeah, same. So for the intersection, I got 4, 4.
Okay, so that's D.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if I just draw like my own diagram and I draw out like where A, C, and D are, would that?
Yeah, you could sketch it. Oh, and they cross over a 4, 4, is it?
Pardon?
And they cross over a 4, 4. Okay.
So when it says the area, I can do half base times height, can't I?
Yeah.
And so I think then, so I think that the base is 6. I think, yeah,
Okay.
and the height is 7.
Okay.
But can I do 6 times 7 times a half?
Try it.
It might not work. I got 21.
21. Oh, A, C, D. That makes more. Where is it C? The y-axis. You're probably correct. So that's A, C, D. That's of the -1. And what was your working out? Base and height and all that?
No, I think I might have written something wrong. I wrote B. I did the same. I wrote B instead of C.
Okay.
So
Yeah, triangle ACD. I thought it was a. I did not really understand what it meant because they were on the same line.
yeah. So yeah, C is 0, 0, 4.
Which one?
I need to get what point C is.
Point C is not 0, 4.
Or if what I need to do is it just 0, 8.
Yeah, y-intercept.
So if I then do 0, yeah. So I think if I do that, the base is 4 and the height is 10. So if I do 4 times 10 times a half, will that give me the answer?
Yep.
And that's 20.
Yeah. Area equals half BH, half times 10 times 4, whichever way you do it, and you get 5 units squared. And we can check. That's question 10. But the triangles always are just going to do a half times base times height for those ones.
Yeah.
Area is 20 units squared. That's it. Any questions about that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty common exam question though. Let's see this. A and B. Fine. These questions are just the same. Okay. Of A, B, okay. How would you get the value of K?
I would do do I need to work out what the gradient is of something, and then yeah. Oh,
So that was A. Gradient of AB is a half.
on the gradient. So calculate. So if I draw, do I need to draw out the ABC triangle?
You could. I'll just sketch you. 7 across, 2 up. It's B. And then C is something 4. So it's something 4. I'm just going to put it there. Let's maybe move it down a bit.
So it won't be something like half is equals to 4 minus 2 over k minus 7.
That would assume a parallel gradient, would it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a right angle, so it needs to be perpendicular, doesn't it?
Yeah, well done.
So will it be minus 2 equals to 4 minus 2 over k minus 7?
Minus 2 over k minus 7. Try it in the old calculator.
I got k is 6.
See, k is 6. What question is this? K is 6. Great. Straight line passing through BC. That's all right. And then calculate the area of this triangle. That's great. Yes, so big picture is if it is a right angle, then it's perpendicular gradient.
Yep.
And sketching it really helps. Find an equation, straight line passing through these. Find the line crosses, makes area of that. Sketch these. The exact fractions. Fine. How would you do question E?
Okay, so question E. So so A is 4, 6. So will that be like square root of 4 squared plus 6 squared?
I believe so. Better give us root 13. Something to do with root 13.
Yeah, 2 root 13.
Great. 2 root 13. Okay. Other than that, it's fine. So you find the other one is OC. Find the length of that, and I think it's going to be like a half times OA times OC for this area of that triangle. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, what is this? Well, how would you do A?
Okay, so shall I sub in 3x for y?
Very good.
So I then just do 5 minus 3x over minus 1 minus x.
You weren't asked for gradient. You were asked for distance.
So we've now got x and 3x and minus 1 and 5.
Yep.
So I'd now do the difference between minus 1 and x and the difference between 5 and 3x.
Yep. So what's the difference?
Will it be like... So 5 minus... So minus 1 minus x used to be equal to something.
Let me do something. Hang on. What would be the length of AB?
X squared plus y squared.
Previous question.
So would that be... do I need to find the midpoint and then square root?
No. You found the length of OA. How would you find the length of AB?
Oh, would you go from 4, 6 to 0, 0?
Yeah. So
I'm thinking of x's right now. I think.
So that's OA from
Yeah.
4, 6 to 0, 0. How about AB?
Is that just 4 plus 12 and 6 plus 2?
It is minus, because if you were to write that as a triangle, if you were to draw that as a triangle, or sorry, as a line between A and B, yeah, you could do it as a right angled triangle. From 4 to 12, what's that distance?
Oh, that is 8.
And so you would use that. So it's like 12 minus 4 squared. And what would be the height?
4 squared.
Yep. So it's like 8 squared plus 4 squared. And then square root it. And the way you get that is x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1.
Yeah.
And it's and then you square them and square root it. So similar idea for this one.
So here am I doing x minus, so the square root of x minus 1 squared.
Yeah.
Plus y minus 5 squared.
Yeah.
Sorry, 3x minus 5.
Yeah. Even better. Minus 5 squared. Square root it and write an equation in terms of x for the distance between that and that. Okay. I mean,
Should I make it easier and do something like, instead of having the square root sign, should I make it all to the power of a half?
no, that's fine. Hang
Yeah.
on. So we have an expression, but they asked for an equation. So we have to say, what will this be equal to? If you have a line y equals 3x. The line y equals 3x. So a is a point minus 1, 5. Minus 1 minus 3. So minus 1, 5. So the distance from this point. No. Minus 1, 5. So the distance from this to any other. So this is the distance formula, but that would be equal to what? Distance? D or something? I want to check this out. 17a. I think this is what they mean. Like it's just a formula. 17. Yeah, D equals, and then it's what we wrote, and they just fully simplified it. 3x minus 3. Yeah, great. Find the coordinates of the 2 points. Oh, okay. How about B?
Wow, that was a lot of information to digest. So, find the coordinates of the 2 points B and C. Underline y equals 3x, which is the distance of root 74. So the root 74 away from point A.
No. Distance equals root 74.
So does that mean that our equation is equals to root 74?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Go on. Make it equal to root 74. Find the coordinates of the 2 points B and C. They're on this line. And they're a distance of root 74 from there. Yeah. I think it's just our equation is equal to root 74. The distance is root 74.
And then if I can just do x plus 1 squared plus 3x minus 5 squared equals to 74.
Yep.
And so shall I now just expand the brackets, make it all equals to 0, and then see what happens with the x's?
Yes. That would work.
So for the first one, if I just do, I think I need to do x squared plus 2x plus 1. And then for the next one, I think I need to do 9x squared minus 30x plus 25. And then minus 74 from that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think my answer will altogether come down to 10x squared minus 28x. And then here I need to do minus 48. And then put that into my calculator.
Go for it.
I got x is 4 and x is minus 6 over 5.
Let's see. So I got x is 4 as well, but I get only one solution. Shift solve minus 999, and I get minus 1.2. That should be the same as your one, is it?
Yeah.
X equals minus 1.2, and x equals minus 6 over 5 over 4. Great. That's fine. That's fine. Great. Yeah, so essentially it is Pythagoras to find the distance. X2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared and square root it. Any questions about that?
No.
That question's more like it. Using algebra. Let's see. Okay, how do we do this?
Okay, so now there's 2 points on the line to calculate its gradient. Should I do something like I don't know, if I do, for example, I think that's like 1,000. If that's 1,000, 1,000. If I use the point 1,000, 1,000, and then after use 1,500 and 6,000. Yeah, 1,500 and 6,000.
Okay.
And then I'll just do that. Find the gradient from that.
Okay.
I got 10.
Equals 10. Okay. B.
From my annual. So oil product, we just worked out. So should I sub in the P and the C here? And so if I do 1,000, oh no, oil production carbon dioxide. Yeah. So if I do 1,000 equals to A, and then 1,000 plus B. So I need to do like equals to 1,000 A plus B.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No. They want the equation of the line.
So if I do, oh, and A is 10, I'm guessing.
Yep.
So that would be 1,000 is equals to 10,000. And so that would just be minus 9,000 equals to B.
Minus 9,000. Okay.
And so now is the full equation just going to be C equals to 10P minus 9,000.
10P minus 9,000. C. Part C.
10. I think. Is it 10?
Interpret the value of A in your model. Yeah, so it's referring to 10. That means put it in the context of the question.
Oh yeah, sorry. What it actually is? I think is it just the oil production and carbon dioxide emissions?
So, you would have to say something like, for every 1 million tons of oil production, and then so that's the for every 1 increase in X, there is what increase in Y?
10 increases in Y.
Uh,
And so is it 10 million tons increase in carbon dioxide emission?
yes. Carbon dioxide emissions increase by 10 million tons. There we go. Real world maths. I don't like it. Okay, how about B? I like part D.
So I think I need to say something like it's not very valid for small values of P because the answer is negative.
Yes. So let me just put that there. And then, yes, invalid because B would be negative, which would be impossible. Okay, so that's 18. Let us check. 10 minus 9,000. A is the gradient, which is the increase in carbon dioxide of tons for every A. That's crap. D, the model is not valid for small values of P, as a negative amount of carbon dioxide emissions is not possible. Yeah, it's extrapolation because it's outside of the data. C, we did it the good GCSE way. For every 1 X, so for every 1 increase in X, there is M increase in Y, and you just put in the real values. Any questions there?
No.
Okay, so that's that stuff. What do you give yourself for that?
I think I'll probably give it a 2.
That's good. Okay, chapter 6. Yeah, how do we do this?
So I think what I need to do here is take 3x and the minus 2y on the right hand side, move it to the left hand side, and
Yep.
then that will be just x squared plus y squared plus 8y, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need to do completing the square. Oh yeah, equals to minus 7, sorry. And then I need to do then, so x on its own in a bracket squared.
Yeah, just x squared.
And then plus y plus 4 in a bracket squared. And then that would be minus 16. But do I take it to the other side and make it 16?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've now got... so yeah, it will be x squared plus y plus 4 squared equals to 9. And then the center is 0 minus 4. And the radius is 3.
I believe so. How would you do B?
Calculator.
What would you put in your... What you would... graphical, is it?
Yeah, graphical.
Okay. How would you do C?
Sub in a 0 coordinate for y, and then I don't know. Maybe you'll say like no, and then say something like there's no answers that work for that, so therefore it doesn't go to intersect the x-axis.
I think what I would do is, sub-0 for y,
Yeah.
And then do the discriminant.
Okay.
So b squared minus 4ac, and it will be less than 0, therefore roots, therefore no points of intersection, something like that. I think that's what's going to work out. That chapter done. Let me see 3. The circle intersects the y-axis, that's b. 3c, at the y is 0, x squared equals minus 7. There are no real solutions. Okay, so it's a very, very simple type of thing. So you didn't need a discriminant. Any questions about that?
No.
I think it's okay. Let's see. How would you do A?
Do I need to sub in? Passes through the point 3. Do I need to sub in 3 and 0 into the equation?
Yeah, and then it looks pretty easy. Then you just solve for k.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. Given that k is greater than 0, write down the equation of the circle. Yeah, you just find, one of them is positive, one of them is negative. Yeah. Okay, let's see this one. Ooh. All right. I think this is worth doing.
Okay, so I need to. So do I need first of all for the equation, the first line? Shall I solve for y?
Okay.
And then that will give me y is equal to 3x minus 9, I think.
Yeah.
And then should I sub that into the circle equation?
Uh-huh.
And so that would be x squared plus px plus 3x minus 9 squared plus 4 times 3x minus 9 equals to 20.
Plus 4, what was it, sorry?
3x minus 9 equals to 20.
Yeah.
And then expand the brackets, I think.
Yeah. 27, 54. That's 36. What's next?
Simplify it all.
Mm-hmm.
So 10x squared. And then and then it would be would it be like P, in brackets p minus 42x,
Okay.
and then I make equal to 0,
Mm-hmm.
and then plus 25 equals to 0.
5 equals 0. Okay.
And shall I use the discriminant?
Yep.
And so that would be p minus 42 squared minus 4 times 10 times 25 equals to 0. And then should I do, or even, sorry, so if I do, then, so p squared minus 84p plus 1764 minus 1,000. And then that will, in the end, give me p squared minus 84p plus 768.
Okay.
And then try to put that into my calculator.
Yep.
And my x's are 42 plus 2 root 249 root plus 2 root 249, which isn't good. No.
It's not what we were looking for. Let's see. Maybe something just went wrong somewhere. 3x times 3x, 9x squared, I believe. 9, 18, 27. Double 27 is 54. And that should be plus 81. That's 12x. 9 36 equals 20. I relied on you for stuff. Let's see.
You shouldn't have.
Minus 54. I'll take it. There we go. Minus 54. Why do you auto-populate? Minus 54 plus 12x. So that's minus 42. Yeah, that's what you had. So x. So that's p minus 42. And then the 25 is 81 minus 36 minus 20. That's positive 25. We have x squared. Yeah. Then we did discriminant. P minus 42 squared minus 4 times 10 times 25. That's p squared. That's minus 84. And then 42 squared. 1764. 64.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. I might have written it down wrong. Does that change it?
Yeah, that makes it a lot better. So it's now 42 plus 10 root 10 and 42 minus 10 root 10.
Okay. However, how do we show that it's...
Do we then go therefore and then just say the show that thing, or
you it does not intersect. What does that tell you?
it does not intersect the circle?
Yeah, if this line doesn't intersect a circle, what does that tell you about the discriminant?
It's less than 0.
Yeah. And so that's why I didn't. So for equal 0, it will be that. But for less than 0, if you put it into your calculator, it would be what they have.
Yeah.
42 plus 10 root 10. I'm just wondering if that's sufficient. It's probably not. They probably want like a diagram or who knows what. What question was this? Question 7. There are no solutions, so less than 0. No, it's a discriminant. They don't intersect, and so you don't make it equal to 0, you make it less than 0. Yep. Grand. Any questions there?
No.
I think it was worth doing. Okay, let's see this one. Values of A and B. That's all right, I think. On the line AB. I think that's all right, personally. Here we go. What is this? Okay, how would we go about this?
Okay, fine. So, do I need to work out the center and the radiuses of the circle, if that's relevant?
Might be.
So I know that the center is 6, 5. The radius is root 17.
Okay.
So it says. So that means the L1 and L2 both have. They have 12, I think, is their plus C in their line.
They have what, sorry? Plus 12, was it?
Yeah, plus. Oh no. Oh yeah, plus 12. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, so I think it'd be like y equals m1 x plus 12, and I'll just call it my y m2 x plus 12 or something like that.
Yeah. And so do I need to use? Do I need to use the center for these equations here?
How?
I don't know.
The lines don't go through it.
Oh, the lines. So yeah, do I need to somehow find out what L1 goes through when it goes through the x-axis? So okay, so I know that L1 goes through 0 on y in the y-axis.
Okay.
So, if I do, oh no.
Let's see. There's a few things I'm thinking. I'm thinking if we this one here, the gradient would be these two gradients are perpendicular.
Yeah.
So let's call this point C for center or something. Let's call this the point A and the point B or something. So we know that AC is perpendicular to M1. We also know that the gradient of BC is perpendicular to M2. Is there anything we can do with that?
So AC is so I'm guessing now I need to use the circle equation.
How?
If I get the x and the y coordinates from the circle equation, or even, and then I think there'll be 2 of each, and then do I then need to find the gradient from, this will be like really long. I find both x's and y's from the circle equation, then find the gradient from those, and then do -1 over whatever the gradient is.
That's the only way I can think of doing it. just want to see, is there a much quicker way? It is an 8 marker, I suppose. Okay, 16 mx plus 12 into the equation of the line. Yeah. So, okay, so you sub that into the equation of the circle. That's what they did.
So am I doing x minus 6 squared plus mx plus 12 minus 5 squared equals 17?
Let me see. What did they... x minus 6 squared. Yeah. Mx... I think... Yeah, so they did x minus 6 squared plus, and instead of y, they just left it as m, so I'll leave it as m x plus 12 minus 5 squared equals 17.
Yeah.
And so what would you do next?
So if I do expand the brackets, yes.
Okay. What would you do after that?
When I'm expanding the brackets, I would then do like minus 17 make equals to do minus 17, and then do I do this the discriminant again after?
That's crazy enough to not work, maybe? Well, crazy enough to work. X squared minus 12x plus 36 plus m squared x squared. That's going to be plus 7. So plus 14 mx plus 49 minus 17 equals 0. And what do we know about the discriminant?
So we know that it's got 2 real roots.
I believe so. This is a tangent.
Yeah.
That means it has 1 repeated root.
All right. Okay.
14m minus 12 x, and then 36 plus 49 minus 17.
Yeah.
Do you have it? 68. So then the discriminant for this equals 0. Yeah, that will work. 14m minus 12 squared minus 4 times that times 68 equals 0. You might get 2 values for m. Which one would you go with, positive or negative?
I'm gonna say negative because it's sloping downwards.
Yeah, so you would accept the negative answer for that one. And then how would you get the gradient of L2?
Same way, I'm presuming.
Yeah, exactly the same way. Yeah, so x is x, y is mx plus 12. You would sub that in, and but I think it would just be the positive answer actually. I think the negative answer for this equation here would be the gradient of L1, and the positive answer would be the gradient of L2.
Oh, right. Well,
No,
yeah.
no. Sorry, my mistake. Or maybe there's just two negative answers because L2 is negative as well. Because I think every other part of it is going to be the same.
Wait, would it be that whichever is like the more negative of the two is L1 than the other's L2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so discriminant. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Okay. Any questions about that one?
No.
And so, there's some more stuff. Yeah, how was that for you, Andrey?
That was good, thank you.
And so we're nearly finished chapter 6, mixed exercises. Do we continue this next time?
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a time. I think